Not all rifles are created equal, and some are downright infamous for all the wrong reasons. From models plagued by jamming issues to designs that compromise safety, certain rifles are disasters waiting to happen. If you're a firearm enthusiast or just someone looking to make a smart purchase, this list will save you from making a costly mistake. Get ready to uncover the rifles you should absolutely steer clear of. Winchester Model 100. The Winchester Model 100, introduced in 1961, is often admired for its sleek, streamlined appearance, but behind its stylish exterior lies a host of issues that make it a questionable choice for modern hunters or collectors. While some enthusiasts treasure its nostalgic appeal, the Model 100's flaws outweigh its benefits, particularly in terms of reliability and performance. One major drawback is its firing pin issue, which led to a significant recall in 1990. Over time, the firing pins on these rifles could wear down and jam, creating a dangerous scenario where a slam fire could occur with the bolt not fully locked. This flaw posed a serious safety hazard and undermined trust in the rifle. While replacements were offered for decades, many rifles on the used market may not have been updated, leaving buyers at risk. The Model 100 also suffers from inherent design flaws. Its trigger is notoriously poor, with no realistic way to improve it. Accuracy is another sore point. The large chunks of wood removed from the stock to fit the barreled action made it impossible to bed the rifle securely, resulting in inconsistent performance. Even the rare examples reputed to shoot well come with vague or unverified claims about group sizes. Maintenance is another challenge. The rifle's semi-automatic mechanism requires meticulous care, and improper upkeep can lead to jamming, a significant inconvenience for hunters. Additionally, these rifles are known for being finicky about ammunition, limiting their versatility. The production era also casts a shadow. Introduced during a period when Winchester faced declining quality control, the Model 100 reflects the company's struggles at the time. The rifle was discontinued in 1973, leaving a legacy of frustration rather than fondness. In conclusion, while the Winchester Model 100 may hold sentimental value for some, its safety concerns, performance issues, and maintenance demands make it a risky and impractical investment. Winslow rifles. Winslow rifles, produced between 1963 and 1996, are undeniably a showcase of craftsmanship and artistry. These bolt-action rifles, often built on commercial FN Mauser actions, feature Douglas premium barrels and unique designs that set them apart. From their deep, lustrous bluing to intricate carvings and inlays, Winslow rifles were a statement piece, blending functionality with opulence. But as dazzling as they were, Winslow rifles carry several drawbacks that make them impractical for modern use. First, their extravagant design is more suited to display cases than rugged outdoor use. The Bushmaster stock mimicked a scaled-down Weatherby Mark V, while the Extreme Plainsmaster looked like a sci-fi movie prop. While visually stunning, these designs often sacrifice practicality. Their excessive shine could betray a hunter's position, with light reflecting off the rifle visible from significant distances, a glaring issue for anyone stalking game in the field. The weight is another drawback. Winslow rifles were notoriously heavy, further reducing their usability for hunters covering long distances or maneuvering through rough terrain. The intricate basket weave carvings and ivory on ebony inlays, while beautiful, added unnecessary bulk and delicacy. Finally, Winslow rifles have become more valuable as collectibles than as functional firearms. Their rarity and ornate craftsmanship have driven prices up, making them less of a practical tool and more of a showpiece. While they hold immense historical and aesthetic value, this translates to a rifle that's simply too expensive to justify taking into the field. In essence, Winslow rifles represent the pinnacle of firearm artistry, but their over-the-top design, impractical features, and high collectible value render them unsuitable for most hunters. If you're after a rifle to use rather than admire, this flashy relic of a bygone era is best left on the auction block. Ruger Model 44 Deerstalker. The Ruger Model 44 Deerstalker was an innovative concept by Bill Ruger, Introduced in 1961 as a compact, gas-operated semi-auto carbine chambered for the powerful .44 Magnum cartridge. Ideal for whitetail hunters, its short length, lightweight design, and effectiveness at close range made it a favorite brush gun. However, despite its popularity, the Deer Stalker had significant flaws that make it a questionable choice for modern firearm enthusiasts. One of its most glaring issues was its finicky relationship with ammunition. While the rifle performed well with jacketed, full-power .44 Magnum rounds, lead would accumulate in the barrel and clog the gas ports, rendering the semi-auto action unreliable. Additionally, grease from ammo could collect in the tubular magazine, which was nearly impossible to disassemble and clean, further contributing to feeding problems. Another major drawback was the rifle's durability. The trigger group was housed in an aluminum casing that was prone to cracking over time. This wasn't just a minor inconvenience. Once the housing cracked, repairs were essentially impossible. For a firearm designed for rugged hunting environments, this was a critical design flaw. Although the Deer Stalker could deliver decent accuracy, with 3-inch groups at 100 yards being its standard, this wasn't enough to overcome its other shortcomings. Ruger eventually rebranded the rifle after a naming dispute with Ithaca and kept it in production until 1985. While it still has dedicated fans and can be customized into tactical builds, these modifications stray far from Bill Ruger's original vision for the firearm. In summary, while the Ruger Model 44 Deer Stalker holds nostalgic appeal for some, its sensitivity to ammo, maintenance challenges, and durability issues make it a poor choice for hunters or collectors looking for reliability and longevity. Savage Model 340. The Savage Model 340 is a rifle that evokes mixed feelings, offering both nostalgia and frustration. First introduced as a budget-friendly bolt-action rifle, it came in calibers like .22 Hornet, .222 Remington, and 30x30 and was priced at an accessible $59.95 in 1960. For many hunters and shooters, including its admirers, it represented an affordable entry point into centerfire rifles. But while the Model 340 has a dedicated fan base, its glaring flaws make it a questionable investment for modern enthusiasts. The rifle's low cost came with compromises that were hard to ignore. Nearly every component was designed with cost-cutting in mind. Parts were stamped, riveted, and left unpolished, with assembly often feeling rushed. Even basic features like serial numbers were absent until 1969, a testament to how far Savage went to save a few pennies. The Model 340's construction was equally problematic. Its barreled action was secured only by a barrel band, and its split-top receiver required a side-mounted scope, a design rarely seen today. The detachable magazines were fragile, made of thin pot metal, and prone to malfunction, especially when paired with weak extractors. The 30x30 version fared slightly better in this regard, but overall reliability was inconsistent across the board. Then there was the trigger, a particular source of frustration. It lacked refinement and made accurate shooting a challenge. Furthermore, disassembling the rifle often led to parts like the ejector and its spring falling out, adding to its reputation as a hassle-prone firearm. Despite its flaws, the Savage Model 340 has become surprisingly desirable in recent years, with some models selling for $500 or more online. While nostalgia and rarity may drive its appeal, the rifle's cheap construction and unreliable performance make it hard to recommend for practical use today. SA80. The SA80 rifle, a British bullpup firearm, has long been the subject of heated debates. Its reputation is marred by a turbulent history, particularly tied to its initial variant, the SA80A1. While the rifle boasts unique design elements, it has faced harsh criticism, often due to misconceptions and lingering biases from its early years. Gun culture tends to be tribal, with enthusiasts loyal to specific platforms like the AR or AK series. The SA80's distinct bullpup design, a configuration where the magazine and action are located behind the trigger, sets it apart from these popular systems, leading to skepticism. Critics often fixate on its weight, comparing it unfavorably to lighter rifles like the M4 or AK. However, they overlook that the SA80's rear-heavy balance actually makes it more comfortable to carry. even if it does limit firing to the right shoulder. Despite claims that this limitation could endanger soldiers in combat, no battlefield reports from Iraq or Afghanistan have substantiated such concerns. The SA80A1, introduced in the 1980s, undeniably earned its poor reputation. Plagued by reliability issues, it frequently jammed and required meticulous cleaning. Soldiers reported constant stoppages, often clearing malfunctions after every magazine. Structural flaws like fragile firing pins, unreliable aluminum magazines, and poorly welded bolt carriers further eroded trust in the weapon. These shortcomings left troops carrying a rifle they couldn't fully rely on, a critical failure in high-stakes combat situations. However, the upgraded SA80A2, refined by Heckler & Koch, addressed many of these flaws, significantly improving reliability and durability. Despite outperforming competitors in testing, outdated perceptions and negative anecdotes from the A1 era still taint its image. For those who've served with both versions, like skilled infantry trainers, the transformation from the unreliable A1 to the dependable A2 marks a stark contrast. Yet the rifle remains polarizing, its reputation shadowed by its flawed origins. Sporterized World War II Arisaka. The Sporterized World War II Arisaka rifles hold a unique place in firearm history, bridging their origins as Japanese military weapons and their transformation into civilian hunting tools. Japan's primary infantry arms during World War II were the Type 38 and Type 99 bolt-action rifles. The Type 38, chambered in 6.5mm, debuted in 1906, while the 7.7mm Type 99 replaced it in 1940. After the war, many of these rifles, brought home as trophies, found new life in American households, often modified for hunting. These rifles share a reputation for robustness. Both are Mauser derivatives built with a simplicity and durability that make them nearly indestructible. The Type 38 in particular is renowned for its strength. In the 1960s, gunsmith and writer P.O. Ackley tested World War II-era bolt actions to the point of destruction. While other rifles failed under extreme pressure, the Type 38 endured. Ackley's final attempt involved sealing the barrel with a welded steel rod. The barrel burst, but the action remained intact, a testament to its engineering. Sporterized Arisakas vary in modification levels. Many feature altered stocks, while some underwent extensive reworking. Yet even with improvements, they retain a crude aesthetic compared to purpose-built sporting rifles. Their distinctive rotating knob safety, located at the rear of the bolt, is another point of contention. This mechanism, operated by pushing in and twisting, can malfunction when worn, sometimes causing the rifle to discharge unintentionally when the safety is released. A critical caution applies to last-ditch Arisakas, Type 99s produced during the war's final days. These rifles were hastily manufactured with significant compromises in quality, rendering them unsafe to fire. While Sporterized Arisakas can still serve as functional hunting rifles, potential buyers should exercise care, ensuring the rifle's safety and reliability before use. Thank you for exploring these infamous rifles with us. Whether it's safety flaws, maintenance headaches, or impractical designs, these firearms are better left avoided. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to making informed choices as a gun enthusiast. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let us know in the comments which rifles you think should make the list. See you in the next video.